Peace. Yo, we finna jump right into it, yo. Serious, yet, you know what I'm saying, funny at the same time. The Most High is funny. So, praises be to the Most High, Hawa, the Creator. Yo, we building on the more on more war. Also, semen retention and this miscellaneous other supernatural phenomenon. Bruh, the fringes or whatnot with the Israelites, that's peace. But yo, we rocking the feather. The feather. You know what I mean? Because that is the connection. We are the culture that they never seen. When they stumbled on us, they seen that we were already established. We was already living, you know what I'm saying, doing our thing, and already had masonry and plumbing and, you know, entertainment, instruments made from brass, just things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So there's more and more war, real quick. That's the black on black, like black on black crime. It was a huge war that went down. Now, the victor told the story, and the victor tells the story their way, which is his story. Now, the war is not really over. So, you have to read between the lines because they are the ones responsible for the leakage of information to the public. So, I already know they catching me, they taking the pictures of me on the whoop and shit. Cause this ain't my technology, you know what I'm saying? Some angels gave them the technology to make the phones and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We had different technology for ours, but they just happened to tweak it a little bit. So anyhow though, we're gonna jump right into it. So if you notice, you know, black people in America really love Africans, man. I mean like, yo, we love you, man. We don't even know shit about you. We don't know where we come from. We don't know no tribe. You know goddamn well we was under a spell. We loving something, and these beings weren't even responding to us. God, mind you, these mothers got, you know, uh, airplanes. There's countries in Africa that has airplanes, man. There's countries in the Pacific Ocean, little islands that have their own airline. There is even a state named Alaska that got its own airline. What niggas got? Who is niggas? Now, niggas ain't got no land on the Naga, the AMARU kind. Yet, he's very resourceful. You know, they don't want to tell you this. And like publicly, you're gonna have to do the knowledge. You're gonna have to go underneath and find shit. You can't just get this information. You know what I mean? It's an accumulation of wisdom. For if you got wisdom, that's better than rubies and gold, man. You are rubies and gold and shit. The shit's in your body. You just gotta learn how to utilize them. They'll get the rubies and gold and just sit on it because they don't even know what the fuck to do with it, but they know that you know what to do with it and that you can use it. Now, for my peeps that's of the Caucasian descent, that's like they tired of the bullshit and they willing to add on. Yo, peace. Drop a like right now. So we gonna go ahead and continue on because this is a worldwide thing, and I know that there's a frequency and there's a spirit within, the Caucasians. Because if you look at it, they weren't on the Marukan side. It was on the side of the world where the African was at. Now this more and more war goes back to Genghis Khan dealing with the stories and adventures of Marco Polo, who they consider authentic. Like, yo, this is a real motherfucker right here. This is legit. All right, so you can't just put any of his little writings and books under the table, and that was so-called recent in a way. So you got the Moors, which are considered, black people who ruled England or who ruled Europe. You know, you got you can go just let me throw a couple names out. You just got to go in, Google them, and find out who the fuck they is, because they're gonna hijack and put different kind of images over it just to paint a different picture. Because remember, the black or the royal or the coat of arms shows who's the rulers over that motherfucker. Oh yeah, they got that picture right there. That was dope. Hey, and so with the coat of arms, it shows like, okay, this is a woolly-haired species who runs this side of the world, which is the Spain, the England, all of England, Europe, whole Europe, you know, and Morocco. Now, these beings had paintings and books where they were fighting beings that were from the bush. These beings had hair all over their body, all over on the shoulder, everything. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, we on the side of the Marukan world, you know, like they say when they found us, we had fucking deodorants and smell goods, and you know, streets were paved, and it was just like, goddamn, in gold. Not like asphalt, nigga. These niggas had gold on the ground, man. That's how much gold motherfuckers had. These motherfuckers came over there and stripped that shit. They're like, hold up, nigga. Let me get all that goddamn gold up off the ground. It's gold on the beach. They go on the beach and let me sift off all the goddamn gold. You know? Now, we ain't really had nothing with the African or the African. The khans meaning, you know what I'm saying, the actual like priest kings, like khans, you know. We never had like, you know, animosity. There was books that was written where it showed that they couldn't get past a certain region due to there was a small continent of Atlantis that was right off the coast of Africa, and these pillars of Hercules was there where they couldn't pass through, and there were like guards like, yo, you can't take your boat and navigate, or your ship to navigate through these waters. These are high science type shit going on. These are beings who were dealing with magic and all that. And the ones who could come was only the elites who could make the trip or the voyage over to AMARU. Some who made the voyage, they had to stay because they couldn't come back. It's like, damn, it's so damn beautiful. We can't tell this motherfucker where this shit's going on. So when all of the things went down with the Atlantis, which is like Egypt and all of that, you know, sinking, because they don't want to tell you these things. They take the names of what they say in America and they take it back to England. Just like when King James, he was a king. He was a Naga, you know what I mean? And he came to America in 1603, 06, somewhere around there, 09. Came back to England. Next thing you know, he writing the book. He authorized the book of the Bible. Kept some of the Council of Nicaea shit in there, all that. And all them stories, they found that they seen them stories was over in America. So you got a brother that's kind of like jealous of another brother. Meanwhile, losing the battle to Genghis Khan, which is a Naga, because they got a depiction of him in the 1800s, and who he truly was, and how he looked, tall, skinny, black man, you know what I mean? Not the Asian man that we see today. So it's like, why would a artist paint Genghis Khan as a tall, skinny black man in front of having a sacrifice put in front of him? It's like, yo, in the Adventures of Marco and Marco Polo, I'm about to get a link, probably put it in the description or something. But with Marco Polo, he builds about these things. That there was a great king over in Amaruka. Goes by Prestor. These beings from Spain, all of these, the Moors, they were all been looking for him for over 500 years. That's a long ass time, B. That's like looking for Tupac and shit. Nigga, them niggas still looking for that nigga right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Peace, step up. Okay. So anyhow though, yeah, so you know, fast forward all the way to World War I and World War II, because the shit's over the AMARU khans. You know what I'm saying? The Black Nagas in America, that's when you got the House Joint Resolution 133 and all of that being established, putting up Nagas as the collateral and shit. You know what I mean? Taking the real gold out the bank, making these niggas be the what-you-call-its. You know what the what-you-call-its, fill in the blank. You know what I mean? Making them be the actual debt for the United States. So that's a whole nother topic, but that's a part of the war. That's a part of the way and a part of getting you out of your land and out of your whole sovereignty. And with that, you gotta know there's always gonna be somebody black behind the whole shit. Niggas has been first and the last. Nigga ain't the only one that's getting the shit handed to him is the one that Hawa allowed it and showed before the world of the talents and the resources that this nigga has and don't have no land no more. But he can jump from the free throw line. He can slide backwards while looking like he's moving forward. You know what I mean? He can do all kind of shit. Backflip, spin on his head, do everything. His gene is even mixed in everything. On that side of the world, his gene is mixed with all is mixed with all the 500 nations or plus more nations of peace. When the spirit was corrupted, that's when everything was allowed to come in and bring the downfall. That's the spirit controls everything. That's behind the scenes. This is where we gotta break it all down. Because in Gautama, which is AMARU, is the land where it was untouched by other evil spirits. It was it naturally evolved. Ooh, that was another pick. Damn. But it naturally evolved to a point into a state of sovereignty in his own being. So there was other brothers that helped, that was preserved from the flood a long time ago that everyone knows about. And they name them as different biblical characters, like the sons of Noah, you know, but they were really like ships, that were fleets of ships that were packed with 12,000 plus chosen ones to go to different lands and establish their own civilization once again, due to a continent being sinking and it was corrupt in its spirit realm. No one even knew the science of life and death. They just balling out in the world, thinking it's all physical. You know, so the Etherians, these are spiritual beings that already live corporeal life, which is physical life. These beings, they help the worlds evolve. You kill yourself, you wouldn't even know what to do. Still be just running around. So in the design of the worlds, these beings, they are lined up at certain times to help evolve the beings and the mortals that are on those on those worlds at the plane, in the plane at that time, on the plane at that time. So fast forward all the way down to the more and more war again. Some individuals got jealous and don't know. They heard that it was other places, and then when they seen it came about and seen all these pyramids and beautiful lands and blue turquoise waters, they're like, God damn. You know, they felt some kind of way. And now, during the spell, when they came across, when Genghis Khan supposedly killed Presta John on a hill, as recorded by Marco Polo, and that allowed for the takeover on this side of the world, which is the other part of Asia, because Asia is really the whole thing, you know. But they looked at it as Amaruka, as the land of Presta John. So anyhow, which is the priest kings. So anyhow, they began to establish their stronghold on that side of the world. The magic went down and shit, and Nagas began to praise them, the African. And as you see, the African, they have their African symbol all over the world. We even wore the African symbol as a form of hip hop, in hip hop. The mothers ain't never, they made like, they couldn't help but to naturally like our people, like Tupac and Biggie and, you know, Malcolm X and all them prominent figures, man. They couldn't help but to like it. He had to, you know, because them dudes were strong and shit. Michael Jordan, everybody, they know. They're like, damn, this shit came from the AMARU. But we was giving praise to them and showing some, like, you know, like loyalty to them and love to them and honor to them, but they never responded with, you know, like, yes, y'all are our brothers and we form this world peace. So this is where we at now. So they always trying to establish treaties, and they separate you in treaties, and this is in the book of Psalms. So, yeah, I'm about to jump off of here. Stay tuned. We're going to continue this later. More love and light, and I'll be with you in the next video. Peace.